It was a normal day, and these animals were looking for some prey. While none of them had no success, the spider found something incredible. The spider quickly went down to check on the box and took it home so that it can investigate its prey. Meanwhile, the snakes had no luck, but the fluffy one found something incredible and took both of them together. Fluffy was telling his friend that he found something incredible, but his friend was kind of impressed, so she followed him. Meanwhile, the spider was investigating the mysterious box. She was wondering if there was going to be something magical. Then she opened it, and it was a magical blue ball. She had no idea what it was, so she just kept it in the box just to be sure. The snakes were far from home and were looking for food and water. So then the spider just left the box in its house and went to search for some real food. Both of the animals were furious for some food, but none of them couldn't find anything. It was like if there was actually no food left. Then they were soon about to meet each other up, and they had no idea what they were about to see. They had no idea what to do, but they just stared and thought about their lives. Then the spider just turned and went to her magical blue ball. But the snakes had a plan. They were turning away just in case if the spider was gonna look back and see if they were following her. So they looked back. And guess what? The spider did look back and see them going back. So then she just went on. So the snakes quietly turned around and followed the spider. The snake got to its home and then decided to use its magical blue ball on the snakes. So she just kept the ball for now. The snakes found her and saw what she was doing, but she did not notice, not even a little bit. Fluffy told his friend that they should hide, but the spider heard some talking, so something might go wrong. They were about to hide, but had no time, and the spider called out, "Hey, what are you guys doing here?" So then they just froze where they were. The spider then said, "You guys better stay where you are, because I'm gonna turn you into something way different than you guys are right now." She used the magical ball, and then she used the power and used the magical words and threw it, saying, "You guys will turn into some different snakes right now." They thought everything was over, but just right at the second, they turned into some weird aliens. The spider was surprised by what she did. She had no idea and just ran away with a magical blue ball. The weird-looking snakes were confused and the friend said, "Hey, we should get her back." Then Fluffy said, "Yeah, I agree with you. I'm gonna use my unicorn powers. I'm gonna get her." They both agreed on searching for the spider. Then they found her on the bottom of a cliff. There she was, trying to run away for her life because she didn't know what kind of superpowers or anything that the aliens had. So then the weird-looking spiders just went down and went down and went down and hid to hide from the spider so that they can try to catch her and try to figure everything out. The spider kind of hit him, so she turned around and saw them and tried to run for her life. Then they just came running after her and said, "Stop!" The spider stopped and slowly turned around to see what kind of surprise they had for her. The spider said, "What do you guys want? Why are you chasing me? I want to run away from you guys." Then Fluffy asked, "Why? Why are you running away from us? We want to be friends." The friend agreed with Fluffy, so they slowly started approaching the spider. The spider backed up and was nervous and kept her magic and beautiful blue ball with her because she didn't want her to be turned into something like them. Then Fluffy had a plan, and then she turned to her friend, and then they built up a plan together. The spider was wondering what was going on, so she just kept quiet and kept staring, looking confused. Then the friend quietly left and then went to look for something. Meanwhile, Fluffy was slowly starting to make a talk while the friend was slowly going to the spider. They were just there talking, having their talk, while the friend slowly used his magical powers and took the ball away from her. Then he just kept it safe, while the spider noticed nothing. So he just came back and sat back while he still had the ball covered and nothing was suspected. Fluffy and the spider didn't know this, but Fluffy's friend actually hid that box and knew how to use the magical blue ball. Used it on the spider, and this happened. Something was happening to the spider, and they had no idea. The spider turned friendly, and all of a sudden she just asked, "Do you guys want to be friends?" Both of their friends agreed, and then they happily played together and worried about nothing. The end!